Let's talk about the positivity in this camp that Brian Schottenheimer has brought. You saw it, Bree, over the course of the last 6 months, ever since he got the job, and it has manifested out here on the practice field.
Yeah, from OTAs, minicamp, it's been the same thing. They're saying, hey, this feels like a college atmosphere. That's what the guys in the locker room are saying. It's from guys who've been here like Dak, but it's also the new pieces, the George Pickens of the team, just getting a feel for what it's like. And people who have been covering this team for a long time are telling me, like, I can't remember the last time it's been like this.
Well, let's ask someone who's covered the team for a long time and was a part of this team back in 1989 as a player when Jerry first bought the team. What do you think?
Yeah, that was the Jimmy Johnson era, right? He didn't talk about culture, but he did talk about the asthma field, right? Yeah, it's all fun and games until somebody puts their eye out, right? Right now, if you go to any training camp in the NFL, they're all excited, right? They got this guy, they got a new guy here, they got a new quarterback, whatever it is. They got a new coach, maybe. And everybody's trying to put their stamp on things. No question it's been a positive atmosphere other than all the fights going on. But here's the thing, too. It's funny. Bill Parcells, at his Hall of Fame induction speech, said, as a head coach, there are 5 things that happen when you wake up in the morning that you wish hadn't happened. Well, I can give you 2 of them for Brian Schottenheimer. One is he's got a Thursday night game in the opener against Philadelphia at Philly. That'll be an 8:20 start in Philly. That means there'll be a well-oiled machine in the stands. And the second is his best defensive player says, I want to be traded. So, okay, Brian, here's your first shot at the NFL head coaching gig. Have at it.
Well, there's one thing that's positive that happens every year. Dak Prescott sits down with us for a little one-on-one chat. And let's take a listen to what Dak had to say this year. Dak, I think I say this every year, but you just have a joy about you, it seems like. Even more so, it seems like this year. I mean, you're riding ponies out on the practice field. I don't know if it's the new coaching staff, new baby, I don't know what it is, but there's a smile on your face.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm thankful. I'm very, very thankful, grateful. You know, been through a lot in life, and there's seasons of everything, and I think I'm just in a season of gratefulness right now, honestly. 2 young girls under 2, engaged, beautiful fiance, family is so important, and so to be able to create my own, I think is a big sense of that. And fresh air, fresh breath, new coach, young guys on the team. To be the 3rd oldest guy on the team is kind of surreal at times to think about, but the youthfulness from the other guys is contagious, and I'm just really thankful for where I'm at and this team in this season.
Let's talk about the new coach, because Brian Schottenheimer, anyone who spends any amount of time around him, he seems like he was born to be a head coach. Take me back to January. How much were you in Jerry's ear that, hey, we got our guy right here?
You know, I mean, I was asked about him pretty early, I guess you could say, in the head coaching search. And for me, it was just about giving the truth on Brian and what I've experienced from him in the last couple of years.
How's everybody doing? Thank y'all for everything you guys do. Appreciate y'all.
The man that I know him to be, and just what I envision, you know, him being as a head coach. And I think everything that I said was already told to Jerry, you know, from other people throughout the building. So I want no credit for that guy getting the job, because he deserves it. As you said, spending time around him, you can understand that he's ready for it. But a part of it seems like it's always been in his blood, and I mean, that's a credit to his father and him growing up a head coach's son and knowing what he wants to do, what a team's supposed to look like, what a winning team's supposed to look like, and he comes with that energy and that standard every day.
Let him know. Gotta let him know, yeah.
I'm super confident already. Just falling in line, you see what I mean? So I'm not really here to like overdo the confidence. I'm just here to just hop on the train and just keep going with it.
All right, what has George Pickens brought to this team, not just in terms of on the field, but the confidence level of the entire offense, where you got the firepower now that you need?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to say what he brings on the field, right? You get out there and you turn on that tape and just look what he's done in the last 2 weeks, and guys making plays time and time again, one-on-ones down the field, getting open on the sideline, whatever it may be. He's making these big catches that he's done his whole career. But another guy that's just brought youth and joy to this team, and the celebration between him and CeeDee and the celebrations with other guys. He has a contagious demeanor and aura about himself that's fun to be around, and it just carries on to the football field.
I feel like the league knows what happens when I'm healthy and I have Dak for a whole season. But if you don't, I will happily show you what it's going to be like this year.
How about, it's been really neat to watch the evolution of CeeDee Lamb, not just as a player, but as a person and as a leader on this team. He has really come a long way in the last 5 years, hasn't he?
He definitely has. He definitely has. And as you said, it's off the field. And I think last year is where it really began, right? The growth. And obviously he was in a very particular spot and going through that holdout or the contract situation. And I think he realized, you know, in that time, how much he missed his teammates and how much he missed the game and how much being around his teammates and being the joyful, contagious leader he is, like how much that just pours onto the field and makes that part so much fun that's the guy that we've got again, and that's the guy that leads with just everything that he does, whether it be on the field, off the field. Nobody practices harder, and when your best players practice the hardest, you have the best chance.
All right, you got a very special birthday card on your birthday, your 32nd birthday, and when you were looking at it, the social media posts that went out, you started looking at your teammates' comments and stuff, and you said, I need to go read this elsewhere. I might get emotional.
For sure.
Yeah, I will get emotional. I'll read these later.
Are you getting sentimental in your old age?
I definitely am. My mom was a big crier, and when I was younger, I didn't understand it at all. But yeah, as I've gotten older, as I reflect back on where I've come from and everything that I've been through to be where I am now and to have teammates that you feel the love, to have friends that you feel the love, and obviously family who's there like a rock. Yeah, it's hard to reflect at times, and I guess that's why I really don't reflect. Is I want to get emotional, but it also just pushes me to be even better, knowing how much more growth there is and how much more growth there is around me.
And any special comment on that card that?
Just some fun ones.
T-Furry, happy birthday, Big Sexy.
There had to be one that got you emotional. You looked at one and said, oh, I'll get to it.
No, I mean, it was just, just seeing, Captain, Big Dog, love you, man. Just different guys with inside jokes, whether it be guys, like playing ping pong.
Jalen Brooks, I am better than you in ping pong.
It's all part of being in a brotherhood,
yeah,
right?
It's just the different ways that you connect with guys and them just being able to sign something and write a little note that connects to that and brings you to those memories and makes you understand how much these relationships mean.
My Cowboy teammates, this is awesome.
You grew up around brothers, but now you have 2 girls. You're officially a girl dad now.
For sure.
I'm a girl dad myself, and let me tell you, there's nothing like it. Can you already tell how special this is?
Definitely can already tell. As MJ's 17 months now, it's such a blessing just to watch her grow. She's as girly as they come. The screams are loud. I thought me and my brothers could get loud, but I think she beats it just herself. And then now this other one's getting older, just a couple of months old. It's special. A lot of pink in the house, a lot of those colors that I'm not used to. But it's been fun and continuing to learn, and they make my days better.
Finally, I mentioned I'm a girl dad, but my girls are in their 30s now. They don't remember the Super Bowl '90s Cowboys teams.
How about them Cowboys?
Why is this year going to be different?
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you bring in a new head coach, the energy is a big thing that you're going to follow. And Shottie's a guy that carries a lot of energy with him and always preaching about the competition. And that's something that we're doing every day. And you see it out there at practice. We're riding that line, and it's a fine line, and we've got to make sure we don't push it. But you've got a group of guys who are starving for it, but understand that it's one practice at a time is the only way that we're going to get there, and it's got to be the best practice. And so I think we just keep building with that right energy and the youth that we have. We've got the pieces to put together.
And it's okay to say Super Bowl.
Damn right it is.